everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, aka Flares, and today I'm going to be doing another video about the update that is coming on November 5th. We're also excited about it, but I appreciate this time is also quite overwhelming. We know there's a lot of content coming and you may be struggling with what to do next. You don't know how to prepare for it. Well, this video should help you. What I'm going to do is run through the options for your island leading up to the update and then how I'm preparing for the update myself. I've got a few different things that I'm doing all ready for November 5th. If you like the sound of that, then stay tuned. Before we get into it, please remember to like the video and also subscribe if you want to watch more Animal Crossing content. So yeah, let's get into it. So I've been talking to my subscribers in the Discord and asking them how they're preparing for the update, and I've kind of picked up on 4 different themes that are becoming apparent. There's the kind of take it easy, relax and avoid burnout, just play as and when. And the main reasoning behind this is to avoid kind of getting burnout and so that you've got the real desire to play when the update happens. And I totally get that, that's totally understandable, but maybe you really want to keep playing and that's fine too. If that's the case, you're probably like me. I'm playing pretty normally at the moment. I'm still decorating, I'm still collecting items, I'm still doing things out and about on my island, and that's also fine. The other kind of bracket that I've seen quite a lot of is people racing to finish their islands, which is also okay. I totally understand the mindset that you want to have a fresh start with all the new items. To me, this seems a little bit stressful, but if you can handle that, then well done. Because once people have completed their islands, they're then racing to get 3 stars and having to unlock the museum, etc. But if you can handle that and you've got the time, then great, go for it. Your island will be a total blank canvas and that will be great for all of the new items. And then the final way is to flatten all or part of your island, which is also fine. Maybe you had just recently started a new island and you weren't all the way through it, and you've decided that with the addition of the new farming items, the new crop items, that you might want to do a different theme, or maybe you just want to make sure that you can incorporate as many of the new items as possible. So those are the four kind of ways that people are planning their islands. So just to run through them, take it easy, relax, play normally, complete your current island, or kind of flatten. There are ups and downs to some of them. Obviously, if you kind of flatten your island and just continue to work on your normal island, you've got your progress as is. You don't need to stress. Maybe you've got a couple thousand Nook miles already saved up. But if you haven't, then I'm going to run through kind of the ways that I'm prepping for the version 2, and hopefully these will give you some ideas about how to spend your time before the update drops. So for number 1, the first thing I'm doing is saving my bells. I have been camping out on Halves Island quite a lot, waiting for this to open. I think it'll be amazing when it finally does. But for Halves Island, you are going to need bells to unlock the different stalls. So it's definitely worth having a little bit of a supply. Not only will you need bells to unlock the Halves Island stalls, but you'll also need it to unlock that extra storage. In the past, it has been very, very expensive, so I definitely would suggest making sure you have enough money already so that you can get that extra storage space for those extra new items. Whilst we're on the topic of saving things, it's going to be a good idea to save some Nook miles. I've done a whole separate video on this, so go and check it out. I'll link it in the description. But in summary, the main reason why you're going to want to be saving your Nook miles is so that you can go and visit Cap'n once he arrives. His tours are going to cost 1,000 Nook miles. They are miles out of your balance, not tickets, which is a different way of paying from Dodo Airlines. And also to purchase the new redemption items that are available in the ATM. And finally, you'll also need to unlock new abilities like terraforming and things like that. There will be new things to buy and update your Nook app when the update drops. So definitely have a good amount of Nook miles saved up. Maybe you're looking towards like 100,000. Perhaps if you've got purchasable items that you want to buy, like the new furniture, the Ferris wheel alone is 6,000 Nook miles. So that's going to give you an idea as to how much you're going to need, especially if you want to go shopping on a nice big shopping spree. Another thing that I would suggest doing is just tidying up your house, maybe clearing away some of the designs you've done in the past. Obviously this is optional, but I just know that when the new update comes, I'm going to be wanting to use all of the brand new furniture, so I'm going to make a point of clearing up all of my rooms just so that I can use the new partitions and all of the kind of fancy new tools that are available to us through the Happy Home Paradise DLC. Next up at number 4 is thinking about where you're going to plant your crops. If your island's like mine, maybe you have a few farm areas already set up, and when the update drops, what I'm going to do is just trade out all of these yellow hyacinths and replace them with the in-game crops. If you don't have an area set aside like this already, what I would suggest doing is putting aside a spot of land, maybe putting down some dirt, decorating it all ready for you to go ahead and plant the crops. It's going to be hard to say how big the area needs to be because although there is a few different varieties, we don't know quite the quantities that are going to be required, the true amount of recipes. Things are still a bit up in the air, but I would definitely suggest getting your farm all ready for you, and it's an exciting thing to build if you aren't sure what else to do with your time. As the update released brand new villages, another thing that I would suggest thinking about is whether you want to kick out any of your villagers to try and locate one of the brand new ones. There was a few different ones there, definitely some that caught my eye, maybe not for this island, but definitely want Azalea for my island of Azalea. How could I not? So I'm definitely going to try and find her, and then maybe another 1 or 2 that you guys want to find, or maybe you're going to go ahead and purchase this amiibo cards, which I'm struggling to find in the UK, but hopefully one of you guys has at least got a pre-order on some of those beautiful amiibo cards, and hopefully you'll find the ones that you like. For number 6, you need to start thinking about upgrading your museum if it's not already. The tents are super cute, but definitely I think we're probably going to at least need this floor to be unlocked. So this is the 2nd floor. This is just a rumour though, no one knows for sure how Brewster is going to be unlocked. But I definitely think it's probably better to be safer than sorry and try and get your museum upgraded all the way. I don't currently, and I'm definitely going to have to spend some time catching some bugs, catching some fish, just so that I know come update day it's going to be already there, and hopefully I'll be able to get Brewster moved in pretty quickly. The next thing that I think may have been slightly overlooked is just making sure that you've got enough crafting materials. I know for sure sometimes I do run a bit low and do need to run around my island like crazy, making sure that I have enough. We've got to bear in mind that there are going to be new items, especially the new fencing. We're going to need some kind of crafting materials to make them. So if you're going to want to craft all of those fences, you're definitely going to need some materials. We don't really know what materials they're going to be, but I think having a nice reserve, a few stacks maybe of some wood, some clay, some stone, some iron, etc. would definitely come in handy for when the update drops. So just to recap, the main things that I'm doing in preparation for the update is saving Nook miles and bells, and also some crafting materials. I'm also emptying my room so that I can update straight away as soon as I get hold of those special powers from the Happy Home Paradise DLC. Also making some farm areas, thinking about new villages, and making sure that I have my museum upgraded. I think that's everything. I can't think of anything else right now. If you have got any tips or anything else you're doing in preparation for the update, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm sure everyone will find them super helpful. And bring on November 5th. It's coming quickly and I can't wait. I hope you guys are feeling the same. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with another one. Bye bye.